there everybody, and welcome back to the Sorcerer Mickey Fan Guide channel for a brand new toy review. To celebrate American Independence Day, I thought it would be a pretty fun idea to review a LEGO Marvel toy. In this case, we have set number 7629A, the Iron Spider-Man construction figure based off Spider-Man No Way Home. Now this set came out last year in April 2024, and I got it around a couple days after its April 1st, 2024 release. So I basically have had this set in my closet ever since this set came out. It's been over a year since I got it, like I mentioned just now, and I'm really excited to open this set. And it's especially one of those LEGO sets that I've been dying to open after quite some time. So if any of you here are new to the channel and are enjoying this type of content, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any upcoming awesome videos like this. Anyways, let's move on to the packaging. Starting on the front, we have a really epic picture of Iron Spider-Man looking all ready to go all out in the city, ready to fight some evil villains with his webs. On the top, we have the LEGO Marvel logo. We have the Spider-Man No Way Home logo with 3 different Spider-Mans, ranging from classic to modern Spidey. And then this set is for ages 8 and up. I believe this set contains about 300 pieces or something. So here's one side with the LEGO Marvel logo. And here's the top with a picture of the Spider-Man mask. And here's the other side with some warnings. On the back, we have another picture of Iron Spider-Man in a very cool pose on top of a building. And it also shows you that the claws that Spidey comes with can be detachable from his back. And here is the bottom with the UPC. So without further ado, it's about time we bust this Spider-Man open and see what we're working with. Alright guys, so here's everything out of the box. It's pretty standard, so we basically get 2 bags that are numbered from 1 to 2. And last but not least, we have the usual instruction booklet. So without further ado, it's about time we get our webs ready to build the Iron Spider-Man. Alright guys, so here is the Iron Spider-Man figure all put together. It took me about 40 to 45 minutes to put it all together, which is pretty solid for a pretty decent LEGO set like this. So without further ado, let's have a look at the Iron Spider-Man in full detail. Alright everybody, here's our Spider-Man figure, and he stands really tall to my surprise. And it's almost reminding me of some of the previous LEGO Marvel construction figures I got in the past, like Captain America, Steve Rogers, and Ant-Man, and Iron Man. So if you want to see those videos, I'll leave the link to their videos in the description below in case you want to know what they look like. Anyways, moving on to the Spider-Man figure himself. The mask looks really well done. I do love the printing on the face. He looks so high-tech, and the eyes look so cool. And the red here is actually a pretty nice looking red. Almost pretty accurate to the Spider-Man in most of the Marvel movies. And then moving down to the body, the spider printing on his chest looks so cool. It's got some gold trimming around it, and it's got a really nice shade of blue, which I do admire. He's also got the dark blue shoulder pads, which are pretty cool, and they can lift up and down for better range of motion in the shoulders. We'll get into the articulation later, but do note that the shoulder pads can be lifted up and down. Moving on to the arms, they're pretty standard. It's just red and gold and blue, which look very nice. I do like the way how each color blends in with this Spider-Man. The hands are also pretty simple. It's just got some gold on the front, and then most of it is just plain Spider-Man red. And then moving on to the back, this is where Spidey really shines. So we've got these iron Spider-Man golden robot claw arms that look really, really cool and interesting. It can rotate side to side so you can adjust the claws however you want. It can also be removed so you can have Spidey without the claws. So if I just pull it off, this is essentially basically how Spider-Man will look like when he's not having his robot golden claw arms on his back. Now looking at the robot claw arms, they look really cool as I stated just now. I do like the shade of gold that they chose. It doesn't look too impressive because it's not like shining, like striking or anything, but it's still a pretty cool color. And also, each claw, there's 4 claws in total, and each claw can be articulated so you can swing them up and down just like this, and then you can have Spidey do some crazy stuff. So if I just plug the robot claws back in, hold on. So with that, you can basically just kind of have like these robot claws try to capture Spidey himself, even though he's practically an innocent hero trying to save the day. This is kind of weird, but you get the idea. And also each claw can really stretch really long, and that looks really impressive. Then moving down to the legs, they're also pretty simple. The first half is just plain dark blue, and then we've got his waist here with red in the center. And then the lower half of the legs is just pure bright red with some gold on it. We've got the knee pads. And then here is the back of Spidey himself. Not really anything too special. And then here is the bottom with just his plain feet. And now for the articulation joints. So his head is on a full ball joint that rotates all the way around. He can tilt side to side about this much, and he can look up about this far and down about that far. So that's pretty solid for a ball jointed head. Then the arms do rotate all the way around, and because of the shoulder pad, the arm can rotate all the way around for better range of motion. And speaking of which, we can lift the arms up over a full T pose because, as I stated earlier, the shoulder pads add on to the range on the shoulders. So you can lift them up about this far with the shoulder pads lifted up. But when you don't lift the shoulder pads up, it's just pretty stiff, like kind of standard. So you can't really lift it too high or low or anything. And then the elbows, they bend only up about this far. And that's really it. No rotations at all. But the hands are on ball joints that rotate all the way around, and they can tilt side to side and go up and down. And for each finger, it's fully articulated. So the thumb can swing up and down, and then the 3 fingers can also swing up and down like this. So his hands can basically do kind of a whipping hand, or you can just have like a holding hand or an open hand or a fist. And then his waist can rotate all the way around, and that's pretty much it for the body. Then the legs kick forward about this much and back pretty far. And then he can also do the full splits. Well, actually, Spidey super splits. Wow. And then the knees bend about 90 degrees back, and they slightly rotate. They also have a knee pad on the front so you can bend his knees forward. And then the ankles can rotate side to side, not too much. And it can also do the ankle pivot for better battle poses. So that's all the articulation there is on Spidey. And I also stated just now that the robot claw arms are fully articulated with about 3 or 4 hinge joints on each robot claw arm, and that's really cool. So I guess that is pretty much all there is to say about this Iron Spider-Man figure. Alright everyone, so here is the Iron Spider-Man construction figure with the Iron Man figure I reviewed 2.5 years ago. The Captain America construction figure I reviewed almost 2 years ago. And the Ant-Man construction figure I reviewed like a year ago. And they all look really, really cool together, I will admit. And so far, I'm actually really liking these Marvel construction figures. I know it's not the best kind of sets that everyone enjoys, but for me, I personally love it. And I hope they continue to make more. So guys, I hope you enjoyed my review on the LEGO 76298 Iron Spider-Man construction figure. If you enjoyed this review, please consider hitting the subscribe button and also hit the bell icon. And also, please do let me know in the comments about your thoughts on this set if you haven't, and tell me if you really like it or not in the comments. And also, happy American Independence Day. Anyway guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.